Hey everybody, welcome to your Satisfying Crunch. I am your host, Old Fat Guy, and I am joined today by Standard White Jesus and Emotionally Unstable Teenage Girl. I'll let you figure out which one is which.
That's not the intro we discussed.
I don't think you look very Jesus-y. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit that out. Hello everybody, welcome to your Satisfying Crunch. I am your host, Papa Storytime. I am joined today on the couch by my totally awesome child and by mostly awesome child. I will let you two figure out which one of you is which.
I'm obviously totally awesome child because tomorrow my band will be performing at a local venue in front of hundreds of people.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty cool. I can be mostly awesome. That's fine.
Today we're doing something a little bit different.
You may have noticed this isn't a reaction video. We haven't done a trio. We're not doing 5 things. Aside from our usual bad comedy, we are going to be actually looking at Volume 1 as a whole, and each of us is going to be giving you 3 things that we really enjoyed about Volume 1. You may recognize this from Steven Universe, but if you haven't, welcome to the segment.
Well, you won't recognize it from the show Steven Universe. You'll recognize it from us and our stuff.
Steven Universe.
Welcome to the segment.
It's 3 things.
By 3 people.
That's right, it's RWBY
to the nines.
All right, and then this part will be the introduction, like, you know, the...
Do we have an introduction?
No.
Do we have intro music?
No.
Do we have confetti?
No.
Explosions?
Nope.
Why don't we have confetti?
No.
PowerPoint blind transition left.
That I might be able to do.
All right, it's a start.
Okay, but don't. That would just look tacky.
Gives it that authentic Storytime Family feel.
Maybe we could get Ronaldo.
So, do you want to start us off? What's our first thing that we're going to discuss?
All right, so it's a whole new show for us. It's something that none of us.
Are you going to let him talk?
I can't.
It's fine. None of us had any foreknowledge of the show when we came into it, and so we are starting at the very beginning. We were introduced to a lot of characters. Obviously, we have the 4 main characters. We have the staff of the school. We've got the supporting characters and their friends. We've got a couple of good villains. So who of the characters that we were introduced to in Volume 1 was your favorite character?
I'd have to say favorite character for me would be Ozpin. From the very start, you know, Ruby is fun, and in the beginning Weiss is more cold than anything, but she grows on you and she becomes better. Blake is also cold, but in a different way. Yang is fun.
Is she still being all flaky?
But
this is Volume 1.
Yes. For Volume 1, Ozpin, I think, really drew me in. He was the one character that left me wanting to see more of him. I was always excited when he had a line. Everything that he said seemed well thought out and put together. And it seemed like out of all of them, he was the most intriguing and interesting to listen to and to see. So for me, I would go for an Ozpin.
All right. Who caught your fancy?
I really like Pyrrha.
Pyrrha Nikos.
She wasn't actually what I expected. I guess her interaction with Weiss at the beginning made me think she'd be somewhat more standoffish and snobby, but she was actually like really fun and supportive and nice, and she's an amazing fighter, and she's really pretty. But I just really like her character. She's pretty awesome.
I really like Yang.
I thought you were gonna go with.
Hold on a second.
Okay,
I really like Yang. I identify with Yang. I think on the show.
I identify with Ruby.
I think that just that you know that whenever I play a video game, I play a tank. I want to be I want to be running in. I want to be punching stuff. I want to be cracking jokes. I really do identify with that character.
But that's not your
But
favorite.
that's not my favorite character. My favorite character, I don't think it comes as a surprise to anybody, is Nora. I love her randomness. I love her just over the top, everything. Let's, her hammer, it's just everything about her. I just really, really like Nora. So Nora is my favorite character.
Hammer, nail, on it.
On it. Yes, very, very literally. I like that. All right. So what was our favorite in that first volume? Which moment was like just grabbed you?
I really enjoyed when they were sitting at the lunch table and Nora was, telling everyone about this adventure that she and Ren had been on. And Ren kept, and you know how adventurers are, they over-exaggerate, they make it seem cooler than it was.
So, there we were in the middle of the night.
It was day.
We were surrounded by Ursai.
There were beowulfs.
Dozens of them!
2 of them.
But they were no match. And in the end, Ren and I took them down and made a boatload of Lien selling Ursa's skin rugs.
She's been having this recurring dream for nearly a month now.
And at the end, Ren is just like, she's been having this recurring dream for over a month. And it's just like...
That was the great thing, because
It's ridiculously
she goes through this whole
funny.
thing, and he's supporting her the whole time. He's supporting her. No, it was only 2. No, it wasn't. No. And then he's
It was night, day.
Right. So for me, there were a lot of really good little moments, and there were a lot of little one-liners that we cling onto. And it's a gun. It's also a gun, as I think throughout the entire RWBY fandom.
Was
a
that
thing.
one of the actual quotes from the show, or is
Yes.
that just a fan of
When Ruby is describing her scythe to John. I don't know
Yeah,
if you remember.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
also a high-impact 50 caliber
It's also-
sniper
It's
rifle.
also a gun.
What? It's also a gun.
Right.
Oh.
But for me, my favorite moment, and just it comes back to the little things that just really define characters. When they're all on the cliffs and John is like going through his things, he's like, wait, what do you mean the landing and the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and he's freaking out, and all of the people are doing their things, and everybody's and everybody's getting into their thing, and everybody's getting their game face on, and Yang looks over and puts on her aviators. That was bing, that's the cherry on the top. That's my favorite moment of Volume 1.
I forgot about that.
What about
Mine is related to that. Well, my runner-up, I guess. The moment where Pyrrha spears John.
Oh.
Wow. Thank you.
I messed up because my favorite moment isn't the dream.
Okay.
It's when Ruby and John collide in midair.
That was high on my
I forgot
list.
about that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I just have a lot more emotional investment in that moment, in that
Because you
scene,
predicted
because
it?
I predicted it
Yes.
right.
Yes. Okay. And now that you've stepped all over my mostly awesome kid.
Mostly awesome.
Well, obviously you're totally.
That being the runner-up, that being said, hammer, nail, fighting the bird, just that whole boss fight scene, I'd have to say, was by far the most fun part of Volume 1 for me to
Yeah.
watch. I think it comes as no surprise. That was an awesome fight. It was an awesome plan. It was awesome teamwork. Hammer, nail, got it.
Yeah.
Douche. You know,
Yep.
it was probably my favorite moment.
That was probably the episode, and that fight scene is what I think tipped the balance for us on whether or not we were actually going to continue watching the show. But seeing the way that they
Yeah.
put that all together, it's like, okay, there really is something here other than one-liners and
Yeah.
things like that. So that whole scene kind of tipped us over into, yes, we really want to see what's coming up next. So the last thing I want each one of us are going to talk about is the thing that was most surprising to us. And for me, the biggest surprise came very early. The thing that surprised me the most in Volume 1 happened in the very first trailer that we watched, the very first RWBY thing that we watched, which was the red trailer, when it turned out to also be a gun. It completely took me by surprise, and it was a great moment, and it really it really just kind of made me realize that I was gonna see unexpected moments. And so that was the thing that surprised me the most, was when she did her little disappearing act and turned around and was like, boom, and the thing just blew up. So,
because if a scythe can be a gun, what else can you do?
right.
You know, what other things can we put in there? What else can we have? And there are lots of other surprising and good things that spring off of that.
Yep.
For me, the most shocking moment was the fact that Jean had cheated to get into the school.
I wasn't really accepted into Beacon.
What do you mean?
I mean, I didn't go to combat school, I didn't pass any tests, I didn't earn my spot at this academy. I lied. I got my hands on some fake transcripts, and I lied.
The reveal of that really blindsided me. His character, the sort of bumbling, barf boy who couldn't even remember his name for the first couple things. I expected him to be poor, kind-hearted, honest, heart of gold, good character, and he is. But he's got more depth and complexity than that. He's got more to him than just the bumbling nice guy trope. He cheated to get into school. He, is.
It doesn't necessarily make him a better character, but it makes him definitely makes him a more interesting character.
Yeah, and a deeper storyline to follow for him. So that was my most
It
shocking.
makes him a more dynamic character.
Yeah.
So what about you? What was your most surprising or most shocking moment of Volume 1?
I think mine is actually kind of tied to his, because it's also about John, and when he was fighting the Ursa, I think it's an Ursa, in the forest scene with Cardin, and he runs in to save Cardin, and he would have failed without help, and it wasn't just like some flat out hero moment, and but he still he went in there and he killed that Ursa, and that from that bumbling idiot, can't do any of the things, and then he manages to make something happen. He manages to save someone's life, and that's pretty cool.
I did really like the fact that it wasn't a big hero moment. It was a hero moment in his action, but the fact that he needed a little bit of help to pull that off, I thought that was good writing on the part of the thing there. All right.
It gave the scene more depth.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that's been 3 things.
That's 3 things from 3 people.
Yeah, if you guys like this kind of thing, we do these for Steven Universes. We'll do them for other long-standing shows that we watch. You've got more of this coming. We've only done Volume 1. We are going to do a 3 things for Volume 2. So in the comments, let us know how you feel. Let us know what kind of things
Well, let us know what your favorite character, who your favorite character is, what your favorite moment is from Volume 1, and what was most surprising to you about Volume 1. And until next time, there's always room on the couch. Okay? But there's not always room on the couch's arm.